you're all good. I'm doing this recording for those of you who are still unsure about scheduling meetings. So basically, since we have a new timetable, we can actually go ahead and schedule our meetings that could repeat every week. So we don't have to schedule it again, and we don't need to do our meeting settings again. It came to our attention that still there are classes where the students are able to, remove teachers, remove their other peers, able to mute the teachers, and so on. So by doing this, you should be able to, obstruct all of these problems, and then you don't have to do all these settings over again. You can just go ahead and do your classes peacefully. Okay, there's two ways to do this. I've showed many of you when you go ahead and click meet straight away, as you can see on the top right hand corner over here. And then when students join one by one, you can assign them as attendees, which limits them from doing all of those things that we don't want them to do. But there's also another way, okay? Since we've got our timetable, we can actually schedule a meeting and take it from there. So for example, if I go to calendar, all right, and let's just look at the timetables, and I just randomly choose someone. Okay, Mr. Osam. Okay, let's say I'm Mr. Osam and I need to schedule lessons, and I want to schedule, let's say, this particular lesson over here. So what you have to do, you have to schedule all the lessons one by one, just once, and put it on a repetition of a week. Okay, so it will repeat every week. So let's say I want to schedule this particular lesson, Arabic class for 9GA, on a Wednesday between 10:50 to 11:40. Okay, so what I do, there's hours on the left and there's days on the top. I can just actually click the time slot, but just to be more accurate, I can go ahead and click the new meeting button on the top. Okay, and then at the title, since it's an Arabic class and it's going to repeat every week, it's more convenient to give a general name. So let's say Arabic for 9GA. Okay. Required attendees, we don't need to. If there's someone else that you want to invite outside your class, outside 9GA, you can go ahead and write their names. But other than that, you can leave that part empty. And then this is the main part where you actually set the time and the date for your meeting. All right. So the lesson is on a Wednesday. This is a European calendar, so it starts from Monday and ends on Sunday. So Wednesday, okay, over there. Let's do it for tomorrow. What time does it start? 10:50 to 11:40, right? So we can actually select the time, or we can type it. So 10:50 till 11:40. So 28th, which is tomorrow, it's on a Wednesday, 10:50 to 11:40, and it actually tells you the length of the period, which is 50 minutes. So that's kind of confirms. Okay, it's actually on automatic. Okay, it does not repeat. All right. So what you want to do, you want to repeat it weekly, because you have that particular class at that particular hour every week. Okay, so it occurs every Wednesday starting from tomorrow. Now, this is where you invite your actual class. So once you click on that channel part, you get to see all the classes that you're actually an owner of. Okay, so I was a math coach, so I could see all the classes, so all the math classes. So just for example, I'm going to click 4A because I haven't got 9GA on there, 9BA on there. Sorry, 9GA. So you just click the class and you click the general channel. General channel is where all of your students are. If you haven't created another channel, you only got general anyway. Okay, then you add a location. Well, you don't need to add a location, but you can just write, for the sake of it, you can write International Academic School, or you can leave that empty. And if you have any details for this particular meeting, if you want to add something, you can go ahead and add that on there. And then you click send. Now, I don't want to click send when I put the 4A class in there, because all those students will get a notification. We don't want that. So I'm just going to add Mr. Gopi here, so I can actually create this meeting with a participant. So I'm just going to go ahead and click send. right? So what this does is it creates a meeting for that particular time slot. So look, 28th Wednesday between 10:40, so it's just above 11 o'clock. As you can see, just between 10 and 11 to 11. Sorry, it was 10:50 to 11:40. Okay, so your meeting appears on your calendar basically. So once you do these meetings correctly, this also appears on your student's calendar as well. So when your student goes to his or her calendar, it will actually appear on their calendar as well because they're part of that class, and you kind of stamp their calendar. So how you actually edit the settings is you just go ahead and click the meeting you've created. Okay, you can't do these settings while setting up the meeting. You can only do the settings once you actually schedule the meeting. So you go back into that, and then on the top you should see a meeting option appearing. So if you click on that, it should take you to your website. And in that website you should see these options. So who can bypass the lobby? So you should make this only me, purely because so that your students wouldn't be able to join the session without you. So once you enter, and then your students will start entering after that. Okay, and then you should be able to admit them to the class. So because if you put down people in my organization, our organization is International Academic School, so your students are part of the organization, so they can bypass the lobby, they can enter the class without you being there. They can even enter a futuristic class, okay, the class in the future. So just leave that as only me. It kind of eliminates the option of bypassing the lobby because only you can bypass it. Announce when callers join or leave. So if you want to leave that yes, that's totally up to you. I like to keep that yes because it actually tells you when callers join and leave. Who can present? You want to pick only me. So the presenter, the title present in Teams actually indicates the teacher, and the attendees are the students. Okay, so you want to choose only me as a presenter. And where's you got another option where it says allow attendees to unmute. You wanna if you want to allow your students to be able to unmute themselves, then go ahead and click yes. Okay, actually you should leave that on yes. Then if you will also have the option to mute all of them during your meeting anyway. Okay, and then you go ahead and click save. Done. So you can go ahead and exit the website, go back to your meeting, and then close it. So that class, okay, Arabic Mandarin has been set up. I don't need to edit that ever again. So that happens every week. So if I go to next week, it's still there, and the week after that, it's still there. Okay. So once you set up your meetings for all your individual lessons in your calendar, you don't need to do the settings again, and the students won't be able to unmute you, remove you, or all the things that we don't want them to do. Okay, I hope that helps.